Hey YouTube, Mark King here, and here's a story from the Daily Caller. This is by Mary Margaret Olahan. Right, so if you don't know the story, okay, so let me read it out. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, abortion during pandemic is life sustaining. You know, okay, so if you're in your right mind, when you read that, how do you how does a person think that's a good idea or that's a correct idea? Right? It's not life sustaining. Okay, so basically, she calls. She's going. Okay, so elective surgeries aren't taking place, right? So that's the whole thing. It's just stay home order. The stay home order basically stay home, but she enacts crazy laws, absolutely nuts, right? And then she calls the people protesting. I think she labeled them. She claims they had flags, and she labeled them like Nazis and Confederate soldiers or Confederates. Sorry, Confederates. She's basically people calling them. Okay, so instead of taking criticism, one of the keys to these terrible Democratic run mayors, they always pass blame, but they always go for the usual cliches. Call somebody a white supremacist, call somebody a Nazi. How do you call your own voting bloc white supremacists and Nazis? And these people should vote her out. But now on this abortion thing, right? Basically, if you're an old person and need a surgery, it's an elective. If you're a man and need a knee replacement, it's an elective. If you're a woman who does not need an abortion, it's mandatory. These are the insane laws, and you can tell like she hits. Okay, so I think when a woman hits the wall, it's very emotional to them because imagine being worshipped for 20 years. Well, technically it's from 18 to 30. It's hard. Imagine getting so much attention all of a sudden stops one day, and then they turn to they turn to insane like feminism. Like Alyssa Milan. Like holy shit, man, you had it all, and you just dropped it because you couldn't take care of yourself at a young age. You decide to thought around. You decide to be used up, and she's married, but she doesn't look very happy, does she? Anyway, so there's an article on Daily Caller. Just I want to give credit to just somebody where I drew a source from at least. I probably drew it from different sources, but this one I'm giving credit to just because it's here. Anyway, let's read this insane BS. We stop elective surgeries here in Michigan, she said. Some people have tried to say that the type of procedure is considered the same, and that's ridiculous, she added, referring to abortion. A woman's health care, her whole future, her ability to decide if and when she starts a family is not an election. It is a fundamental to her life. Okay, so in school, right, do you practice like logic statements, right? This isn't a very logical statement, right? You can live without an abortion. The child will be dead, which is even like more disgusting, right? I'm anti-abortion, right? People just need personal responsibility. It's how you get the family back together. But honestly, like the way you have to flip this argument is make it about race, make it about like a victim group. So make it about the blacks. I think like 80% or 70% in most of these cities. It's all abortions are like mostly black, and so they're only like 20% of the population in the city, for example. So you have to flip this on the head, make abortion a racist, right? And this is how you start flipping these ideas, right? Because all these SJWs care about is victimhood, and you have to look at the oppression Olympics, and that's how you kind of twist it on this end and use it against them, right? This is what you have to do, right? Unfortunately, you have to play these mind games because at this point they don't care about logic or truth. They just care about what whoever they follow above tells them to believe in. They cannot critically think. They cannot. Okay? So anyway, Whitmer's comments come after many states temporarily banned elective procedures because abortion is an elective procedure. Unbelievable. I'm trying to wonder who she's trying to pander to. Like, I would not be surprised if she's lost Michigan for good. you know, I mean, any sane person in Michigan would be like, oh, F this. If you like, another thing you can do is like go on your lake. Okay, so if you have a waterfront property in Michigan, and sorry, a lakefront property, and you have a boat, you're allowed to go in the lake to a certain point. I don't need distance or anything like that because the lake is considered a, I don't know the exact like feet in terms of feet, but it's considered your private property, which technically means you're allowed to be in on it. But according to Whitmer, you may not. Now, this insane woman claims that buying weed is an essential, basically, it's an essential operation, while basically buying seeds to plant isn't. Insane logic. She's clearly pandering to the woke 10%, the woke 20%, whatever it is in Michigan. It shouldn't work. These people have to vote her out. Like even in California, California can be flipped. California, it's about 36% Republican, if I remember correctly, from last election, and like 46% or 45%, it may be less than that, Democrat. You can flip that, okay? Don't be surprised. This election actually would say a lot. Are people ready to wake up to these democratic policies or not? You know, if I if I mean, it'll tell a lot. If you see California creeping at 38%, 40% Republican, you can see that voting block flip. You can see it. People think it's impossible. It's possible. 20 or 30 years ago, California voted Republican. They can flip. Okay? A lot of this is the educational system telling kids what to think, not how to think. Okay? I hate using a cliche, but that's what it is. Okay? I went through it in liberal school systems also. Okay? The professors just tell you who to vote for, and you just listen because when you're a kid, you don't know nothing about Democrat, Republican. Even in your 20s, early 20s, you just don't know. People think they know, but they really don't. Everybody wants to come up as a child genius, like they know things. They do not. You're a child. Even when you're 20s, you're a child. You still believe in love. You believe in true love. Anyway, that's a different story, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't believe, but sadly, when you get older, you learn like things are basically based on economics. And like I said, when you choose a partner with a woman, it's not about love. It's about her being sane and her being young to have childbear. Okay. All right. But anyway, vote these people out. Whitmore's an absolute evil person. Once again, when a woman hits a certain age, they lose their looks and they try to gravitate to anything for attention. Okay, politicians included. Okay. Alright guys, so take care. Hope you like, share, say, subscribe, and be careful. Vote these people out. If you don't want draconian rule, vote them out. Take care guys, share, save, subscribe. Do what's right because you don't want these things to last longer than they have to, okay? Don't give the government more power than it's ascertained currently.